I got a special guest right here, and we're going to talk about his immigration process, amongst other things. So thank you for being here with me. So first of all, tell me, what's your name, where you from, and what brought you to this country?
Call me Dakota.
Dakota?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
More specifically, Dorchester. Okay. More specifically, Four Corners, Fields Corner.
All right, you hear that? Okay, Four Corners, Dorchester, Boston.
And what brought me to this country actually is a homeboy came to me and he said, I went to Sosua. Okay. And you need to come out here. He told me about it. You know, it's a lot of the girls and all that. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, that's what first brought me out here. It's the girls and the amount of money for the girls, and I was just like, what? I had no problems getting girls back home, but let's go to a foreign country. And in Boston, there's a lot of Haitians, a lot of Dominicans. Yes. But the Dominicans think they hot shit back home. And he's like, yo, go to the source. Yeah. He said, you're gonna love it, you're gonna love it, you're gonna love it. Yeah. And he never steered me wrong. So when you have good people in your life and they tell you to move a certain way, I moved a certain way the first time. And if it's not what I'm feeling, I'm not moving that way again. So I was like, let me take a little flyer on it. Yeah. See what it's like. I came out, man, and this was Sosua back in 2012. Okay, so a while ago. Man, 10 years. I loved it. It brought a different side out of me. Yeah. A different spirit outside of me. And I've been in love with the country ever since. I'm on Debo.
So do you live here full time, or you here just visiting?
I live here full time.
Okay, you live here full time in Sosua.
In Sosua.
How do you like that? Because Sosua, from what I hear, folks that live there, it's a lot going on. It's very busy. Is it?
It's like living in Las Vegas Strip. So you're living in the most expensive places you can in the whole island. You gotta keep that in mind. And a lot of people look at you as a paycheck.
So why move there if it's so expensive rather than another part of the country?
I stayed in puertoplata a little bit. I stayed in Santiago. But when I was in Santiago, I told you this earlier. Yeah. I'm talking to the security guard and I'm saying gracia. He's like, what? I'm like, gracia. He's like, what? I'm like, gracia. I turned to somebody else. I'm like, can you say gracia? He's like, gracia. He's like, oh, okay, I understand. So I'm like, damn, bro, in order for me to get my, for me to be really solidified as a country, I need my bank account, I need credit. I started looking at the bigger picture. And in order for me to do that, I need to be around, initially, people who could speak English. Because if my Spanish isn't on par with Dominican Spanish, I need somebody to speak English. And that's what you get in Sosua.
That's what's up.
So I'm really here to establish myself, to get my credit, my bank account, and everything established. Gotcha. Then after that, I'm fucking out of here, bro. I could come over here for the weekend to enjoy myself for the weekend. I don't necessarily have to live here, but on my transition here, I lost my social security card. So y'all, when you come here, bring your passport, bring your social security card,
you hear that?
Bring your tax documents. Yes. Bring anything financial you can. Bring a letter from the bank. Bring that and keep that separate. If you can't put that in your safe, you know what I'm saying? Those are the things you keep in the safe. I was in such a rush to get down here that went in the trash. So when I came here, I didn't have it. Yeah. And then it took a while for me to get those documents back here. I didn't want to go back home to get it.
So when you got here, you first moved to puertoplata when you moved here?
Yeah. When I first came here, I first was in puertoplata.
So what brought you from puertoplata to Sosua?
No, I went from puertoplata to Santiago. Gotcha. And I was in Santiago for like 3 months. Gotcha. I loved it, bro. You got Uber Eats, you got Wendy's, KFC, all the fat boy shit.
So Uber, let me ask you this. So Uber in Santiago, my experience, they don't go by the Uber rate. No. You get to the car, they want cash.
No. For me, they got the Uber rate because when I got in, this is how much and this is where we going, right? First you come in, saludos, give them a pound. I'm going here for this much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm paying through the app. Okay.
Okay.
So I always verify everything. But for me, for the most part, I stayed in Sosua Suites 2.
Okay.
Sosua Suites 2. And I was really only going around the corner. I was going a little bit of bar.
Yeah.
Or going to the monument. I wasn't really going that far. So if they was gonna get me, you're gonna get me for about $2 extra, and that's it.
Gotcha.
So I didn't really have those problems.
So and your first, so you've been here for what, 4 months?
I came down here, so check the timestamp for the video.
Yeah.
I was coming back and forth heavy from May to July. And after July 4th, I came here July 5th, haven't been back since.
Gotcha, okay. So it's been a minute. So, do you plan on being a resident here, right?
Yeah.
So so what did you do to start that process?
What I did, honestly, to start the process, I did what a lot of your viewers are doing. I watched a lot of YouTube videos.
Gotcha. I hope we saw some of my YouTube videos.
Man, I was watching yours because she sent me the link. I started watching some of your YouTube videos. I watched the YouTube videos. I watched the difference in cost of living. Because when you serious, you start studying.
Correct.
So I started not watching just one YouTuber. I started watching them all.
Yeah.
Watching what this person said the cost of living. What this other person said. It started like it's kind of like what they say. There's two different types of people. One person, they're told fire is hot and they understand. Another person actually needs to touch fire. So I touched fire before. After a while, I don't need to touch fire no more.
I feel you.
I'm gonna learn through other people's experiences first, and then I'm gonna put it all together and then go with my gut. So I listen to what a lot of people said, what I need to do, and then I prepare myself to come down here.
Yes.
And honestly, that's what I first did. And I knew I needed certain things to come down here, and I thought I brought them with me.
Yeah.
But there's some documents I didn't have. That's why I'm in Sosua right now.
Sure.
And then once I get everything established, like my credit, my bank account, because when I start looking at how other people are living, how much they're paying, man, for the amount of money I'm paying in Sosua, every month I'm paying in Sosua is 4 months I could be paying anywhere else on this island.
So why not move?
Because number one, I have a good fraternity of brothers.
Gotcha.
That's worth
true.
more than gold.
True.
That we share life experiences with, that I like being around.
Yeah.
Number two, I can afford it. And number three, I'm waiting until I can establish myself.
True.
Until I'm out of here.
Yeah. So when you say out of here, you mean out of Sosua or out of the country?
Sosua.
Okay,
Out of Sosua. I'm saying in the country. Because one thing I like about the country, it's one, I'm in Boston.
Yeah.
So it's one non-stop plane ride. I don't like layovers.
True. Yeah, I got a direct flight to DC. So yeah.
I'm a direct flight back home.
Yeah.
So I'm a direct flight back home if I have to take care of anything.
Yeah.
Push come to shove. I like that. Other than that, I heard a lot of great things about the Philippines. I heard a lot of great things about other islands, but I still like being close to home.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm a Trini.
Yeah.
Trinidad, shout out.
Yeah,
my people, Trini to the bone. I'm used to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of already used to this lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. I could tell you, one of the things I did, just as you did, is when I was preparing to apply for residency, starting the application process, I was looking at all the YouTube videos, not just what some of the YouTubers that were going through the process, what they were doing, but also the lawyers. What were the lawyers talking about? I was even referencing what some of the lawyers were saying. We were looking at the Dominican law, the code, and also what that says translated in English. I prefer to read it in English and in Spanish. But those are some of the things you got to do before you start that process, because number one, is expensive. So one wrong move can cost you money and time. And if you don't have it, or you don't have a lot of it, you know, it'll hurt you more than if you did.
Let me tell you another reason I came out here is I I started, I'm old, I'm 42.
Yo, you ain't old.
People, I'm older. Yeah. The ER is important. Yeah. Older, I'm not old, I'm older. People want to really find out who I am.
Yeah.
The Sixth Sensation. I'm Phi Beta Sigma, Morehouse College, spring 2000.
All right, big up Morehouse.
You know what I'm saying, if any of y'all are connected, you can find me that way. You can talk to me on a personal level, and I can tell you a little bit more.
Yeah.
But one thing I started noticing is back home, laws are really important. And it took me getting married and having kids and getting fucked for that to find out how important it is. Yeah. And I still want more kids, bro. Like, all this fucking we doing out here, there's really no point of being, let me not swear. Go ahead, talk. There's no point of having relations unless you're having kids, in my mind. I still got a Christian background. So I'm like, where can I go to have kids that they're not gonna incentivize a woman to break the family household up.
Yes.
So back home, she was incentivized to break it up, and I realized that. So here they don't have that incentive. Okay, flex if you want to. You're gonna get $200 a month. Is that really more valuable to what I'm bringing to the table? Like, I'm not a fucked up person. I'm not gonna trap a woman off that. Like, I'm a man, blah, 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 blah. Make her feel like a slave. But you're not gonna be like, hey, if you leave him, you're gonna get racks. And you're gonna get half of everything he's gonna earn if you decide to break up. Because women are emotional. Today they want to be with you, tomorrow they're not. My ex called me sometimes, he's like, yo, I regret the decision, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But she's financially incentivized to break up the household, and I recognize that. So I need to be somewhere where the laws didn't incentivize her to do that. And that's a big reason why I came here, because I looked at that. And I looked at other YouTube videos, and it was like, yo, she'll get $100, $200 a child. And I was like, well, shit. She'll be with me for life.
I heard one YouTuber tell me that. One YouTuber on the video actually said that. So, yeah.
That was a big part.
I heard that. So, right now, where are you in the immigration process? Like, did you actually submit any paperwork?
No.
Yet? All right.
Still fresh. Really, I told myself, give myself a year to have fun. Live fun, live free, live wild. Then after a year of being here, if I really want to cement myself, start the paperwork process.
But let me ask you this. You know that you've been here for a while, so that overstay tax increases. Also, I've heard, I don't know how true this, but I heard one lawyer told me that in some cases, not all cases, because what you find here that there is inconsistency in the institutions. But in some cases, some foreigners who have habitually overstayed their visas were not allowed back in.
So I haven't habitually overstayed my visa. This is the first time. And if they don't want me here, they'll be a fool. Because of the amount of money I'm bringing in. I work hard for my money. I'm a senior software developer and a senior manager software developer.
And you are contributing to the country.
And I'm bringing so much money to this country that they'll be a fool not to let me. So, I want to do things legitly, but I had to wait for certain documents to get here. So before I leave, I do want to establish a bank account. I do want to let them know that I'm serious to contributing to this country. And I do have, I don't want to talk about a video, I do have some political connections for being out here, because one thing I was telling you before, when you come out here, be good to people. You know what I'm saying? Don't come out here and thinking because you have a lot of American money that you could shit on people. Money has nothing to do with that, man. You gotta be a good person.
A lot of people got money here.
A lot of people got money.
A lot of Dominicans got money.
There's a lot of baseball players here who got way more money than you could ever think about. You know what I'm saying? So there's always a bigger shark in the pond. Don't come here because you have more money than most people. That, I mean, that shouldn't even make sense. That's an American mentality. that I have access to more resources than you, therefore you ain't shit.
Very true.
Like, be good to people, be kind to people, and good things will come your way. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big believer of positive energy. And that's what actually kind of led me out the hood. Because I was stuck in the hood before. You know what I'm saying? I was broke on the streets. Like, they was broke on the streets. There's really no difference. I tell a lot of these dudes who's hustling in the streets, there's really no difference between me and you. But, because honestly, there's a lot of people back home who can't make it here. Yes. You have to have a positive mindset, and you have to be good to a lot of people to get that blessing to get back to you. So I don't know what's gonna happen if I leave here and overstay, and then I'm getting some bullshit coming back. Maybe we could do a part 2 of the video. Yeah. But all I know is this is the way I'm moving. Yeah. And I'm really good to people. I make a lot of money, and I can bring the money here, and hopefully that's enough to bring me the blessings that I want and the goals that I want in life, that I could bring my cedula and be official Dominican resident.
So I tell you this, so what I do know is, you probably already know this, the normal process here is that you have to start in your home country. Right. You know, go through the I
tried that during COVID, and they would not answer the phone. I was on that phone for hours. Shout out to the Dominican consulate in Boston. I'm not talking shit about y'all, but y'all know in COVID, y'all was not picking up the phone, and a lot of people, even if you go on YouTube and Google, look at the Google reviews, a lot of people complaining about that because I wanted to do everything official, and I want to start the paperwork before I came here. And there was no possible way. So I said, fuck it, let me just come down here and do it.
Hey, shout out to the Dominican Embassy in DC. You guys were very helpful, and you got me here right now. So thank you. So thank you. All right. So apart from that, because I know that folks that start the process, the residency process here while living here, it's complicated. Like going through, like doing the fingerprint, the FBI, and all that stuff. It can be complicated. It can be done, but it's like more complicated.
But I'll say everything in life is complicated. Anything you want is complicated. But complication is just a series of simple steps. One step at a time. Focus. If this is something you really want, don't let anything hold you back from your dreams.
Yup, you hear that? True. So we're gonna wrap this up, but one thing I want to wrap it up with is, why did you leave the U.S. to move here?
Okay, I left the U.S. for a couple reasons. Number one, I never really wanted to retire in the U.S. Yeah. My family's Caribbean. I never saw myself being buried in the U.S. honestly. Right. Number one. Number two, the laws are so much beneficial outside of America that I knew I could live a better life outside of America. Number three, man, the women, the lifestyle. Over here, you're more free. Yeah. Simple shit. At the end of the night, burn a red light. As long as you ain't hurting nobody, nobody's really on you like that.
Very true.
You know what I mean? The respect that you get. Because I keep saying this, I work very hard. Yeah. A lot of sleepless nights. A lot of times, a lot of guys, if you don't go to sleep and you don't blink and you don't feel the crust on your eyes from staying awake, from hustling and doing your thing, where you don't feel dry eyes, you're not working hard enough. So I worked hard enough that I knew that I wanted to be somewhere else. I came here, I loved it. The women, the exchange rate, because I do Forex exchange, I really recognize the exchange rate. The dollar is very powerful here. I knew that I could live a much better lifestyle. So I could either do this back home, which I could do it back home. And I could hustle back home. Or I could come here. And honestly, when I started really looking at how the numbers worked, I want to retire in 10 years. How am I gonna actually really do it logically? And I was like, I could do it much easily here. Start looking at the laws, brothers. Start looking at the real estate laws, the marital laws. How you moving back home? The traps back home is very,
it's ingrained in the system.
Exactly. And if you could go to another place that's more of an easier path, I'm gonna take the easier path, but I'm gonna still work my ass off just like I was back home.
Yeah.
But let me work my ass off on the easier path. And I got kids back home. Honestly, bro, I got 2 boys back home, and when they turn 18, I don't want them to struggle like I did.
Yeah.
I want them, when they turn 18, to have an 800 credit score, have a bankroll from their father, and some property from their father, that they don't have to work. But they're gonna work, because that's how I worked. But you're not gonna have to work. You're not gonna have to take out loans. You're not gonna have to be trapped up by the system, because your father has the best intentions for you. And that's what I'm working hard for, bro. I could be out here and I could trick my money off, but that's not what I came down here. I came down here to build a solid foundation for me and my future family. I got 2 boys here, and I know I'm gonna have some extra kids here. And when I die, I want them to be in a better spot than me. So hopefully that answers your question.
Hey, look, I could not have said it better. He hit on a lot of great points, and that's why I really wanted to have Dakota on right now, so we can speak to you all, so you all can get the bigger picture, not only just about the immigration process, but just the process of moving here and being here, what it's like, why people are moving from the US to the Dominican Republic. I share a lot of the same opinions as him, a lot of the same reasons why he came here, and I hope that some of you all can learn something from this video and take this video and be more enlightened, to feel like you learned something. And if you have any questions, comments on the video about anything we talked about or anything else, please write a comment, reach out to me, and I'll get back to you. Please like, subscribe. Any questions, let me know. Thank you for tuning in, Profe Gallo. Peace.